Have you ever wondered about Charlotte Tilbury makeup? I can tell you what I love and what I think is a pass, but my entire face today is Charlotte Tilbury, and I feel very Charlotte Tilbury. She is an incredibly talented makeup artist. She is heavily coveted by celebrities and top models for this reason, this beautiful model, glowy glam look. And with the 90s coming back, 90s makeup, this just fits right in so beautifully. She's also brilliant at marketing. So that's why I'm going to break down what I really love and feel is worth the money and what you could maybe pass on. I'm still going to put it all on today, but I'll tell you what I think you could pass on or what I pass off to my pro kit because I want it to be beautiful on my clients, but I don't care as much about it for myself, if that makes sense. The only thing not Charlotte Tilbury on my face is my mascara, my eyebrows, and my lip pencil. Everything else is 100% Charlotte Tilbury, and I cannot wait to talk about it. So stay here if you've always wanted to know all the hits and misses of Charlotte Tilbury. And if you are over 40 and you love mature beauty content, would you subscribe? It not only helps me, but it helps the YouTube algorithm know that you are here for mature beauty content, and it will put more mature beauty content into your feed so that you can find new people like maybe myself or others who are out there. It really helps. So thank you so much. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am Michelle Spieler. I'm an over 25-year professional makeup artist. I like to look good close up, so I teach you how to look good close up. This is not social media makeup on this channel. Honestly, I want you to be in the face of your family and friends and for them to go, wow, you look so good. What are you doing differently? I truly do my makeup, even if it's high glam, even if it's French beauty, even if it's just this look where I'm just going out with skincare and SPF, I want to look good close up. Now, I'm still 55. I'm still always going to look 55, but I want to look good close up. I don't do social media makeup, so I think you get that. I'm also the creator of the Mature Makeup Masterclass, a series of over 20 videos that teach mature technique for all budgets and all different types of makeup. I do Ulta, I do drugstore, I do, well, everything. I think I have one video on Demi, but I don't think I have Saint, or maybe I have cream makeup. I might use my Saint, but it's not for Saint. It's literally for everything under the sun. Okay, so today I'm really excited because I'm going to do a whole face of Charlotte Tilbury, and I've actually never done a whole face of Charlotte Tilbury. So you're seeing it first here. This is a YouTube exclusive, Charlotte Tilbury. Now, one thing I will say about Charlotte Tilbury is she's a genius at marketing, but she actually makes really good products. I'm going to tell you today the products that I don't love. I'm going to put them on anyway, but I don't love them. And then I'm going to tell you what I love from Charlotte Tilbury. And most of this I keep in my pro kit, but some of it I've bought just for me. For instance, I bought this Cryo Recovery face mask. Have any of you bought her face mask? It's a skin appears firmer, smoother, lifted, and refreshed. 10-minute ice power shrink and lift facial. Why have I not used this? It's literally sitting in my drawer. I bought it for me. None of this is PR gifted. Charlotte Tilbury and her team doesn't even know who I am. I've bought all of this with my own money. So I'm going to start using this. I'm going to keep it in the refrigerator though. So if you've used her cryo mask, please tell me about it. One thing I love about Charlotte Tilbury is that because she's a professional makeup artist, she has a pro discount for professional makeup artists. So I get 30% off, and that's really helpful. And so everything I've bought from her has been at 30% off for years now. I think 3-4 years now I've been getting her, probably 3 years. I think I got her discount starting in right around the time we all went into quarantine, 2020. Right around that time. Okay, there's a few things today that are not Charlotte Tilbury. I do not have any Charlotte Tilbury Brow products, I do not have any Charlotte Tilbury mascara. I've tried her mascara before in little samples, and it was nice. It was totally nice, but just not enough that I felt like I needed to buy it again. Okay, so one thing she is super well known for is her magic cream. If you know, you know. This is like a moisturizer and primer in one. So I would probably put your SPF on first and then put this on. I'm going to put this on right now. It is so thick and so nice, and it makes the most beautiful primer. And I'm going to tell you, it feels like a lot like Embryolisse to me. And thing that Embryolisse has been around for decades, and every makeup artist on the planet has it in their kit because it works well. Oh, I also don't have Charlotte Tilbury concealer, so we'll have to use someone else's concealer. They feel very, very similar to me. And being that she's good at marketing, I think she wanted to develop her own Embryolisse. Now, Embryolisse is about $29, $30 for, how many ounces is this? 2.5. That's a lot of moisturizer, 2.5. This is like $100. And you can buy the refill, so it's a little cheaper to buy the refill. I do love the heavy glass. I'm just a luxury girl, but I think this is probably about, I don't know, is this about 1 ounce maybe? I can't see, but they feel very similar to me. I do love this though. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to give that a minute to kind of sink in. I'll tell you what we'll do in the meantime. I will do the MAC Paint Pot. It's very possible that Charlotte Tilbury makes an eye primer. I don't know. I will tell you though that I follow her niece. I forget her niece's name at the moment, but her niece is so talented. And both she and Charlotte do a ton of celebrities and famous models and magazine covers and red carpet events. They're both incredibly talented. And then some of Charlotte's top artists I follow, just because they've all learned this kind of, in my opinion, red carpet supermodel look. And being that we're kind of going back to 90s makeup, I feel like Charlotte Tilbury is just so smart at this look and this marketing. And she reminds me of Kevin Aquan, in that Kevin Aquan was the makeup artist of the 90s. He gave that beautiful 90s supermodel look that everybody loved and emulated. And I feel like Charlotte Tilbury is the modern day Kevin Aquan, because she's so brilliant. I really do like her. Okay, so I like to start with the Hollywood Flawless filter. And I like to do it in kind of the areas where I want to be glowy. So always my cheeks. In fact, when I do my cheeks, this is when I get the most people on TikTok saying, "You have had filler in your cheek." I'm like, no, I have apple cheeks and I have this really awesome Hollywood Flawless filter. So I like to put this on first. Now, I will say I don't use Charlotte Tilbury foundation. I was listening to a podcast about a year ago, year and a half ago, year and a quarter. I listened to the Breaking Beauty podcast. I absolutely love it. And they interviewed this like top makeup artist out of France. She's not a household name. She's someone who does like a ton of celebrity and magazine covers and red carpet. And look how pretty that is. Like, you could literally just go out of the house with this on and maybe a little mascara and lipstick, and it's so pretty. So this particular makeup artist, in her top 3 foundations of all time, she loved Armani. I forgot what the other one was that she loved. It was Armani, maybe a Chanel Aqua one, real thin. Because you keep in mind, when you're doing a lot of celebrities and models, they have the best skin because they can afford to have the best skin. And so you don't need real heavy foundations for women like that. But she loves the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonders. So I bought it. I'm not really a fan. I'm going to tell you that right now. But we're going to do it differently today. I got this incredible brush from Makeup Forever. It's super soft. It's not like your typical foundation brush. I'm going to shake this really well because I literally have not put this on in over a year. And when I wore it, I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed. I really wanted to love it. But I'm going to put it on really, really sheer because it's really meant to go on sheer. And in fairness, I think I just put this all over my face with my fingers. I don't think I actually put it on quite right. So maybe that's why I didn't like it. I also used it when I was out of town doing some TV and film. And I don't think I had the magic cream with me. So, you know, maybe we're going to have magic today. Maybe by doing the magic cream with this amazing brush, maybe we're going to have some success here because this is looking pretty darn good. Am I right? Did I just find a new foundation I like? It's a YouTube exclusive if it is. Because you know, to me, nothing's prettier on mature skin than cream makeup. But I recognize that not everyone in the world can wear cream makeup, or not everyone likes cream makeup. Okay. Now you know what's next. We're going to bounce it. We're going to bounce with my Stands Out sponge. Okay, quickly about Stands Out sponge. This is always in my Amazon storefront. You only wet it the first 3 times. And when I say wet, you're just going to dampen it. And then I'll take like paper towels and I'll wrap it in paper towels and I'll really squeeze it out to get all the excess water out. Sorry, I'm drinking. You know what time it is. So just the first 3 times you use this, you're going to dampen it and really squeeze out that water. Then people say, well, do you use it wet or dry? Dry. From here on out, it is just the most yummy sponge. I love this sponge. It is so superior to the Beauty Blender. It is not even funny. And I'm going to say this. Everyone has been telling me it's easy to clean. I've just been running and buying a new one because I'm lazy. But everyone has been saying that they clean it either with my Master's brush cleaner or just regular brush cleaner or just regular soap or just regular like shampoo and conditioner. You can use shampoo, not conditioner. Okay. So that is really, really pretty. So let's see how it looks close up because you know me, it's got to look pretty close up. All right, doggone it. That's pretty. It's only a medium coverage. It's not heavy. I'm seeing that I need to shave my face again, so I need to do that. I'm starting to get all my little blonde peach fuzz back. But it looks like skin. You can still see my little sunspot there, but it's evened me out. I'm glowy. And here are my problems. This is why I don't like liquid foundation most of the time. It looks dry and cakey through here. Not when you first put it on. It's great the first 10, 15 minutes, but this throughout the day starts getting dry and cakey, and I cannot stand it. But this looks pretty good. Now, if during the day I find that this is starting to get dry and cakey, I have a new favorite thing, and I don't have it right here. It's behind my backdrop. It's the Tatcha Dew Stick, and it literally looks like a fat, chubby stick. It's clear, and I can kind of go like this, and pat it in. I can kind of go around my crow's feet, pat it in, and it almost gives you brand new skin. It's really nice. So I've been liking the Tatcha, okay? So, next, I'm gonna do bronzer next because I don't want to put powder on and then put a cream bronzer over it. I would prefer putting cream bronzer on this fresh foundation skin. So let's do that. Now, I bought this for myself, did not love it, put it in my pro kit. So this lives in my pro kit. And when I put it on women, mature women, bridesmaids, commercial, everyone is like, oh my gosh, I got to get that. So people love it. But these are people who haven't tried Bella. They haven't tried my Bella. My Bella is the best. Okay, we're going to just do, but do you see how it's kind of orangey to me? I think it's kind of an orangey brown. Now, some people love that. Well, you know what I forgot? I forgot her wands. I have her wands. Darn it. I'll have to go get those in a minute. Oh, I can't believe I forgot those wands. Those wands are always sold out. They're what she's like really known for right now. And I have them and I don't love them, and I'm going to show you why. Okay, I'm not going to go onto my jawline with this bronzer because I don't like the color. But, you know, we have it. We're going to use it. Okay? And then, so you can see how kind of orangey brown it is. So that's why I was like, no, this isn't for me. It's a pretty texture, so it's not that. Charlotte is known for really, really warm makeup. So it'll be interesting to see what she does in 2023 because we're starting to go back to those real cool tones from the 90s. Everyone's kind of sick of warm makeup. So if you're a silver fox, or if you have gray hair, or if you're, you know, brunette and slowly starting to gray and silver, rejoice, because we're going to see a lot of cool tones in our makeup the next couple of years. And I know a lot of people are really excited. So Charlotte's going to have to get with the program because she likes really warm products. Okay, I'm going to be right back because I want to go get her beauty wands. It's what she's really known for right now. All right, here they are. They're her beauty wands, the contour wand, the highlighter wand, and the blush wand. So I'm going to put them all on right now. I don't know why. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I just had to scrub my carpet because my husband got red mud. Okay, watch this. Okay. You know what? I'm only going to do one area at a time because it dries quickly. Okay. But do you see how warm that is? I don't like warm contour because I don't think, I mean, if you want warm contour, just use bronzer. But you can see the difference. This is bronzer. This is contour. It's pretty for sure. It's just, to me, I just think it's too warm for contour. Contour should look like a shadow, but I know what she's thinking. She doesn't want anyone looking gray. She wants people to look very flattering. Again, she likes a really warm face. And so that's why. Okay, and then we'll do a little bit up here. Probably too much, but I have a 5 head, so I can handle a lot of contour and bronzer up here. If you have a short forehead, you either don't need it at all or just a little tiny bronzer. That's pretty. Now that I'm standing back, that's pretty. So pretty close up. Yeah, it looks pretty close up. Okay, and then I'm gonna get my gels. Again, look how warm that is. See, I just think women should have more of a shadow tone, especially for the jowls. But then you have to ask yourself, well, how many jowls is Charlotte Tilbury doing? Because women in Hollywood all start getting mini neck lifts in their 40s. So you never get to see jowls on most of these women because they don't allow it. The minute they start getting sagged, they get it fixed. Most of us don't do that. We wait. We do like me. We wait till we're 55 and then we're like, okay, time to get the whole thing done. I will do a video soon on my surgery. I owe everyone that. I really want to tell you about it. I want to do, maybe we'll try this. I want to try a little bit. A little bit of contouring on the nose. You know, I'm not a huge nose contour person, and I would never tell you that you needed to contour your nose. But if you want to contour your nose, it does make a big difference. But then, you know, you want to look good close up, so just make sure it's well blended. Okay. So very nice. And they lock, so you can twist them and lock them, and then they won't seep open. The next thing I'm going to show you is the Pinkgasm. It's very much like the NARS Orgasm. She basically just took NARS Orgasm and she made it into a blush. Exactly what she did. And it's pretty, but personally, I like a cream blush better. However, some of you say you have trouble keeping cream blush on. I totally get it. If you have trouble keeping cream blush on, you can do this beauty wand because it really stays on really well. Okay? Not pretty? I'm gonna do a little bit more up here. She does a very sculpted, lifted cheek. Now remember, I have that beautiful Hollywood Flawless filter on still, so that's why I've got this beautiful glow, and yet she still has a glowy highlighting wand, and we'll do that later. I want to get some concealer on and eyes on first, okay? So there we have it. There is her Pinkgasm. And I'm putting it on heavy because I want to see what it looks like after the blood circulation has left my face. Okay, let's quickly do eyebrows. I'm going to be real quick about this. This is something where I don't have Charlotte Tilbury. Oh, you know what? I think it's time to use powder because everything's sticking to my face. Anytime you do glowy, it's gonna stick to your face. It just is. Okay. Did you all know the skinny brows coming back? Those of us who've worked so hard growing our brows out, and we work really hard to make our brows look thicker and fluffy, we're like, no. But then some of you are like, yay, I've been waiting for the skinny brow to come back because I have nothing left, so it's easier to draw a skinny brow. Now I'll be in style. So if you have very little brow left, or if you have naturally a skinny brow, rejoice because it is happening. The young models are all doing it, and once the young models of fashion start doing a trend, all of America copies. I'm not spending a whole lot of time on brows today, just because I find brows so boring to watch and to do. Okay, and then I love the Kosas brow gel. It's my favorite. I think before the year ends, I'm gonna do a video on all my favorite products of the year for 2022. Let me know in comments if that's something you'd get a kick out of. I think that would be really fun to do. A 2022 best of. See how glowy I am? Let's see how it looks close up. It looks amazing. It really... Oh, I have lash glue. I did this silly video last night. I spent an hour gluing crystals on my face just because, no reason, for a TikTok. Took like an hour, maybe an hour and a half to glue crystals, and I now have glue all over my face. Okay, so here's what I use in my Pro Kit. I use 2 palettes, and I have many, many palettes in my Pro Kit. These are just 2 I use a lot. This is the Instant Eye palette, Smoky Eyes Are Forever. Isn't that gorgeous? I think I might use this today. Maybe do a little green under the eyes. How about some green? And then this is probably the one I use the most. It's so beautiful, especially for weddings. And this is the Pillow Talk, Instant Eye Palette Pillow Talk. Beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my face now with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Powder. I put this in one of my drawers, and I stopped using it probably last spring. And I'm so excited to use it today because I love this powder. I'm like, why did I stop using it? I absolutely love this powder. Now, if you don't want to spend this much for powder, a good dupe is the number 7 Lift and Illuminate. And I have that somewhere too, and I really like that. So number 7 Lift and Illuminate, you can get it at Target. It's like $24. I don't know what this is, but I'm sure it's close to $40. But I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And see how it just kind of took that shine away, but I still have the glow. I know that's what a lot of you like. And I am color, I think I'm just transparent. I didn't do a color. I think, oh, I'm color number 1. Color number 1. Okay, let's get busy. I'm so excited to do this palette. So I'm gonna start with this color right here, which is just a super nice taupe. And I kind of press it into my crease. See how I'm doing that? And I'll flick a little bit up to the brow right there, just super subtle though, not heavy. And then I go above the crease because we're hooded. I'm getting more hooded. And just so you know, I know some of you can see an eyelid, but 20 years ago, I had no eyelid. I had like a sliver of an eyelid. My eyes are sinking back into my head, and that's why you can see my eyelid. I was extremely hooded as a young person. When I worked for MAC Cosmetics in the 90s, my eyelid never showed. Women were always jealous of all this huge brow space I had, and I was jealous of women who had an eyelid because I didn't. And then I stopped paying attention to my hooded eyes, really. Just thought, oh, this is how my eyes have always looked. No, my husband showed me a picture of when I was 27, and he took a close-up of me, and I was completely almond eye, completely flat hooded. I was shocked. I'm like, oh my gosh. And now I look at pictures of my mom and I'm like, oh, this is my mom's eye. Well, yeah, because my eyes are sinking into my orbital bone. So yeah, now I'm getting a deeper set crease. I'm getting more of an eyelid because my eyeballs are sinking back into my head. Now for some of you, if you're real hooded, your hood just falls. You might sink in a little bit, but your hood falls. For me, I'm sinking in. So we all age differently in the eyes. No one ages the same. Okay, so one thing I love about Charlotte Tilbury is she uses her fingers a lot for her pretty. She's the reason I started using my fingers, and I can't do it when I'm on a union set. We are not allowed to use our fingers. We can only use disposables or sanitized brushes and tools. We're not allowed to use our finger, but I love using my finger when I'm doing private makeup or bridal, because then I can do anything I damn well want. Okay, and then I love this, where's my brush, where is my brush? No. I like using a flat brush. I'm going to take this bone color. She has this bone color in here. And I'm just going to go up on the brow bone to give me some nice dimension without giving me any shimmer. I typically do not like shimmer up on the brow bone. But in a year, I might completely change my mind because we are going 90s. We are going 90s. So get ready. It's happening. And then I'm going to take some of this light color that I have on my eyelid, and I'm going to go right in my corners. Isn't that so pretty? I love it. Now, under the eye, I think I'm going to do some of this green, right? Let's do green under the eye. I'm going to take this little tiny brush. This is BK Beauty 204. I mean, if you're going to go Charlotte Tilbury, you're going to go glam. Oh, isn't that pretty? Look at that. Can you see that? The green. I'm using this brighter green right here. They also make a really pretty kind of a forest green that's kind of earthy, but I want this like really pretty. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Do you see how it lines under my eye? But it's so soft. It's like, is she wearing liner? Is she not? But then I've got this beautiful green. I love that. And then in the outer corner, do you see this kind of like reddish color? I'm going to take that. On the outside of my eye, just because why not? Why not? We're here. We're here. Here it is, this beautiful color calling my name. Do you see that? Oh my gosh, this is feeling 70s to me. Oh, it's so pretty. So see how that's kind of an earthy copper? It's a frosty copper. I love it juxtaposed with this green. That is fabulous together. I love it. Okay, now I do not have a Charlotte Tilbury eye pencil because I don't know why, I just don't. So we're gonna use my beloved Chanel pencil. Hopefully I can find it. Yep, here it is. I love the Chanel pencil, so good. Because remember how for months I've talked about Give, the Gwen Stefani pencil? I love the Gwen Stefani pencil. It is so beautiful. It does not transfer to my lower, stays up on the top. But even after double cleansing and micellar water with a Q-tip, I still have black smeary eyes the next morning, which is cool if I want to wake up looking rock star, but sometimes I don't want to wake up looking rock star. So then I've got this really nice Chanel pencil. Does the same thing, stays just on the upper waterline, does not transfer. Okay, and I'm gonna do a little bit of the black liner up there. I'm not going any darker in the crease. I really like that taupe color. I'm doing a little wing because it's just how I feel prettiest with a little wing, but you don't have to ever do a wing. So many women tell me, especially on TikTok, I've tried a wing every which way. I can't make a wing work. That's okay. Not every eye can wear a wing, but everyone can wear eyeliner up on the waterline. Everyone can do that. Okay, that's really pretty. Now, I'm gonna take this tiny, tiny little pencil brush. It's not even a pencil brush. I don't know, what would I call this? Look at the difference. Tiny little brush. And I'm gonna take this beautiful dark brown and I'm gonna go just on the outer eyelid. On the outer crease. See how that gives a beautiful deep dark dimension out there? See that? You almost can't see it close up, but yet far away, do you really see that dark pop in the outer corner? I just love that. I love it. And then I'm gonna go back in with this brush that used that first medium color in my crease. I love that. And then now, one last step, just because I'm extra and just because Charlotte Tilbury is extra, I don't think anyone can deny that Charlotte Tilbury is very, very extra. Do you know her husband has never seen her without makeup? She's been married for so many years. He's never seen her without makeup. Isn't that crazy? My husband loves it when I don't wear makeup. Okay. I'm just taking I have another piece of glue. I'm just taking her black shadow and I'm going over the Chanel pencil. I find it really sets it the way we set our foundation with powder. We're setting our pencil, which is wax, with a powder, dense powder shadow, dense pigment. And my wings are not straight. They don't match. That's okay. That's better, I guess. Okay. Do you see how that looks? Super blended. I will say one of the reasons I did invest in these is because I wanted shadows that work fast. I wanted really fast shadows. Okay, here's the problem. I do not have a Charlotte Tilbury mascara, but I'm gonna put mascara on today because you know how much I hate putting mascara on camera, but so many of you ask for it. So here we go. I'm gonna do Jones Road Beauty. It's my favorite. Look at that fat brush. It's my very favorite. And I'm not doing lashes today, although Charlotte Tilbury is definitely a lash girl, or a half a lash. I could definitely do half a lash if I wanted, but I don't want to. I did a TikTok. I'll put it here on YouTube. But I did a TikTok where I showed one of my eyes was a real exaggerated cat eye with cat eye lashes, and I showed an eye that had more doll lashes. They're longer in the middle, not on the sides, and I did my eyeshadows more rounded. And overwhelmingly, the vote on TikTok was everyone liked the round eye better. They thought I looked younger with the round eye. And my daughter says the same thing. She says, Mom, when you wear a cat eye, it's really pretty, but you look 55. But when you do a round eye, you look so much younger. You definitely look in your 40s. I'm like, what the hell does a 15-year-old know about any of that? But she's very opinionated. I wonder where she gets that from. But I thought that was so interesting. She's never told me that before. She's like, I like your cat eye, but it makes you look older. She's like, you look really young with a round eye. Wow, okay, thanks, babe. You know, she's got my back. She only tells me things that she truly believes. Okay, I'm gonna do the tiniest bit of mascara, but just a tiny bit. So if you're watching this on Saturday, the day I post it, I always post my Saint videos on Wednesdays and my normal videos on Saturdays. I will be at a skating show all day. My daughter is an ice skater. She's only been ice skating a year, but she takes lessons once to twice a week. And she's in a big Christmas show tomorrow. And she's going to be, her character is Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. And so I have to help paint her stitches. You know, she has stitches all over her arms. And it's really cute. This is cute too, but I'm not going to use this today. I thought I might, but I don't need it. This is the Charlotte Tilbury On the Go. I did a whole TikTok with this. An eye pencil, lip and cheek, and a highlighter. So pretty. Did I need this? No way. No way, but I just thought it'd be fun to do a TikTok. Okay, here's my problem. I don't know if I have a concealer. Ooh, let's use Westmore Beauty. It just happens to be right here. I have not used it. I love Mackenzie Westmore. Love, love, love her. She's so beautiful. She just had a full facelift and she even posted about it. You have to click it it's one of those pens. You have to click it a few times. She let People magazine talk about her surgery. She's reached out to me and said, you know, if I can help you. Let me help you any way I can. This isn't illuminating. Ooh, I squeezed out way too much. But it's one of those little wands. What color is this? I don't know. Yeah, that's the only thing I don't have a Charlotte Tilbury. This is called Liquid Lightning Instant Effects Illuminating Concealer. And we are gonna take the little kitten paw. Woo! I am bright and illuminated. Holy moly. And this is why I like to do concealer before I do blush. It's okay, we can go in with a little bit more blush. Oh, I squeezed out way too much. Darn it, I hate to waste it, but I might just have to. Oh my gosh, this is so radiant. So Mackenzie's one of those other women that likes to look good close up. And so anything that Westmore has sent me, it has been very pretty. Ooh, are we feeling Donna Mills? I am. I'm feeling Donna Mills. I think Mackenzie sent me more than one color too, so I just chose the lightest. Oh my gosh, so pretty. But let's take a little bit of bronzer out here because we don't want to be Donna Mills, although I love Donna Mills. Who didn't want to look like Donna Mills, right? Back in the day. And then this is where I think I will take this. I don't know why this thing's so hard to open. This is where I will take that. Now, what's cool about this is this doesn't have a lid. It pops into this airtight compartment, so there's no lid. How cool is that? There we go. We'll get a little bit more blush going up here so that we don't look so white, but look at that. That's a really pretty concealer. You know I don't like concealer, so. Okay, that looks better. And then we're gonna go in with the highlighting stick. The highlighting wand. And tip of the nose, bridge of the nose, a little over the eyebrows. This got messy in my kit because I probably didn't lock it. Okay, those are the only areas I'm gonna put. And I'm gonna blend it out with my fingers so that it's seamless and it doesn't mess up the makeup underneath it. I mean, I am feeling super Charlotte Tilbury. The only place I have to go tonight is the grocery store, but dang it if I'm not gonna look amazing. So remember, I've got this glow on, but I've also got the Hollywood Flawless filter underneath, so I am just gonna look so glowy. I love it. I love it. I love this look. Look at it close up. It doesn't look disco-y. It's just super glowy. Like I'm looking in a magnification mirror. It's so glowy. And I know like all that shine, you might think, oh, it's gonna show texture. I definitely see some pores and texture, but it's so incredibly glowy that I don't know, it's almost like blurry diffused. It's really pretty. Okay, let's do lips. Now, I could not find Pillow Talk. I have her Pillow Talk. I cannot find it. So we're going to do Pat McGrath. I will tell you, Pat McGrath stays on longer than any lip liner I've ever used in my life. I'm going to use Pillow Talk lipstick. This is probably one of her most known ones. It's okay. I don't love it on myself, but it's a soft matte. Ooh, it smells good. It smells like vanilla. It's a soft matte, and so I love it on other women, especially if I'm doing special occasion or bridal. I love that color because I know it's going to stay on really, really well. Not pretty? I love her glosses. And look at the foot. It's a little teeny, you see that? It's like a little heart shape. Yeah, I love. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. I always buy her glosses like in like mini kits, either like a set of 3 or a little holiday kit, because I like to carry minis in my kit. And now that I'm working home, now I'm doing 2 YouTubes a week. I'm doing a ton of TikToks. I'm doing brand deals. I'm doing Instagram. Listen, I barely have time for anything. So I'm not working out of the home very much anymore. I had to come to terms in October. I was completely stressed out. And I thought, you know what, Michelle, you make enough money that you can stay home full time and do this. Don't be embarrassed about that. Don't be embarrassed to call yourself a mature influencer. It's just hard because I've been a pro makeup artist for 25 years, over 25 years, and I've hustled hard. I've worked out in the blistering heat trying to keep actors from looking humid and sticky. I've worked out in the freezing cold all day long, wearing like, you know, head to toe parka. I've traveled all over for makeup. I've done celebrities. I've done average women like you and I. It's just so weird to be home making content 5-6 days a week now and turning down Hollywood jobs. I do need my Hollywood insurance though, so I do still have to work a handful of days a year just so I qualify for really good insurance. But look at that. Look at those lips. This, let's see what this gloss is called. Oh, Pillow Talk. It's actually Pillow Talk gloss. That is so pretty. Okay, what do we think? Oh, you know what we forgot? I'm going to do, watch this. I'm going to do one more passing of powder only where I need it. Only where I need it. See how that kind of like diffused the shine? So now my shine is more glowy. This sells out all the time. So let me tell you what I've done. I bought 2 or 3 of them. 1 is for me, 2 is for my pro kit. I even have a little travel size. Hands down, the best setting spray in the business. And I knew this not only for myself. I would do women, like let's say I did a wedding, and I would do women early in the morning, and 4 or 5 hours later, before I left, they'd all been eating and drinking. They'd come to me and I'd have to redo everyone's lips, but I didn't have to redo powder. Unless someone was extremely oily, I would take a powder puff with MAC blot powder and I would press their T-zone and then just leave it alone. But most women looked amazing, and it's that setting spray. It's the best. Okay, should we take our hair out? I normally don't do this on camera, but why not? I love these. They're ceramic. They're by Kitsch. I get them at Ulta, but I think that they even are at Amazon. I should probably put them in my Amazon storefront. And I'm going for the supermodel look today because that is what they do over at Charlotte Tilbury. I mean, look, is this not 90s? This is 90s supermodel hair. Okay, what do we think? I think Charlotte would be proud of me. I think she might hire me as a makeup artist, of course, not as a mature influencer. They don't even know who I am. Yeah, so her shadows blend like butter, and I absolutely love the color range. I love her face powder, love it. I love her magic cream so much, but it's expensive, and honestly, I think it probably is the same thing as this. She just put a few new ingredients into it. I am shocked at how much I love. This is not bad. I'm not telling you to get it, but I hated this. I used it once or twice and went, ew, I look old, I hate it. And it looks good. It looks good. Okay, this redeemed itself. This is my very favorite thing Charlotte Tilbury makes. Hollywood Flawless Filter is my favorite thing. It gives you a glow and it blurs. It's magic. And then the setting spray. These are my two favorite things she makes. Hands down. Nothing better. The wands are nice, but again, I bought them for my kit. I don't use them on myself. I have way too many other things I can use, and I find her contour wand is too warm for contour. I might as well just use bronzer. Her bronzer looks really pretty, right? It's blended in nicely. It's a nice formula. I put it in my pro kit because I like Bella or Mob M80 or M77. Mob Beauty makes cream clay bronzers that don't dry down. They never get glowy. They stay really like super natural, not matte, but really natural. So I really love my Saint Bella or my Mob M80 or M77. I think these lips are gorgeous. I actually might start wearing them more. Pillow Talk is a soft matte lipstick, and the Pillow Talk lip gloss is like chef's kiss. I love it. I couldn't find the Pillow Talk pencil, but again, I don't like it as much as Pat McGrath. I don't use Charlotte Tilbury mascara. This is the Jones Road Beauty. Look at that. Hello. Love it. Don't have Charlotte Tilbury eyebrows. That's Anastasia. But I love all of this. I do. I like the Pinkgasm. If you want like a liquidy NARS, you could get it. But if you're on the oily side, you might as well just get NARS powder, because I think powder blush looks better on oily skin, but it's going to have tons of reflection in it. So just know that if you are really conscious of pore size, anything with a sheen or shimmer is going to enhance pore size. So you might just want to do more of a matte, maybe more of a matte blush, and then just in strategic places like right here, put a little tiny bit of highlighter, a little bit of highlighter right here, a little bit on the nose, and that's it. We don't put it up here. We'll look like we're having hot flash. No reason to have shine on your chin. Not cute. We get a natural shine anyway, but you definitely want the glow like out here in this C shape. You know, it shows all my crinkles, but I like my crinkles. I don't care. I don't care that I have crinkles. Anyway, here we go. What do you think? I love it. I'm happy with all of it. And now I have to go put it all back in my pro kit. Let me know if anyone's trying the cryotherapy mask. I really need to start using that. So next week, I'm either going to do the Korean skincare that I've been telling you about, or I still might need a little more time using it. And I might just do my top picks for mature skin for 2022. And when I say top picks, I don't just mean for my normal to dry skin. I mean the top foundation for all mature skin, the top concealer for all mature skin, the best eyeshadows for all mature skin. So it would really be catered to a general mature woman and not skin type based. I want something that works for everybody. So I think I'm going to do that next Saturday. Because I'm going to do it on TikTok anyway, so I might as well do a lengthier one on YouTube, and then we can do the Korean and Japanese skincare when I've had more time to use it. But I'm liking it. I am. I'm really liking it. Anyway, thank you for being here. I know this was a lengthier one, but you know, Charlotte Tilbury is a vast line. It's a vast line, and it's really beautiful, and it wears really well, long, long hours. And again, the setting spray is about the best in the business, okay? Thank you for being here. Bye for now.